Welcome to our new lesson based on translation course. Today, our lesson is about the signs like sakta hai, sakti hai, sakte hain, sakta hu, sakte hain, sakte ho. So, these are the signs when we have such kind of signs at the end of a sentence. Now we'll see how to translate those sentences. So I will write here the signs first. Sakta hai, sakta hu, sakti hai, sakti hu, sakte hain, and sakte ho. So I'll write here can, or I'll write here may. I'll write here can, or I'll write here may in case of a formal language. Sometimes we do. Now, dear students, I will first tell about sakta hai and sakta hu. Sakta hai, when these signs are at the end of a sentence, we know that they must be carrying the subjects like the singular and the masculine. And that can be a third person singular like he, wo, a man, ek aadmi, a boy, ek ladka, a horse, ek ghoda, an ox, ek bel, or a stone, ek patthar. You can add up any masculine singular subject or a noun or a pronoun. Then we have about sakta hu, that would definitely be carrying the subject like the first person singular like I. Then we have sakti hai. You should know such kind of sentences will be having the subjects like she, wo, ek aurat, a woman, ek ladki, a girl, or any feminine subject or pronoun. And then we have sakti hu, that's again about the feminine first person like I, a girl talking about herself. And also sakte hain, sakte ho, this is meant for the third person, or this is meant for the masculine, this singulars, plurals, or the feminine singulars, plurals, or the second person singulars, plurals like you singular, you plural. Now, dear students, when we have such kind of sentence, such kind of signs, we use the sign, we use the translation for them as can. We use the sign can, and now we'll see the formula, and then we'll see how to translate those. So the formula is subject or the noun or the pronoun. So this is the subject. Then we have to bring the translation of these signs, that's can, and then it's a first form of verb always with can. So then you have to bring object. Now, dear students, let me take the example first from sakta hai, that's a masculine singular, and I will write here wo ja sakta hai. But you have to remember, we have done already could in the form of past as the past of can, but I will say here, as these are models, sometimes when we are just talking about sakta hai, when you are not sure for the work, I will tell about the work. There is a stone and I have to lift this stone, but I'm not sure whether I can lift this stone or not, because I have not lifted this stone any time before. So if I have not lifted this stone any time, so I don't know whether I can lift this stone or not, because I don't know the weight of the stone. So when you are not sure, you can always use in translation that time can, but could also be used when there is a sign sakta hai. But when you are sure, for example, in the evening, in the morning, you were there and you lifted a baguette, or you lifted a stone, which was very heavy stone, but you lifted that on your shoulder, and in the evening somebody would ask you that, can you lift this stone? Because you know about this stone and about the weight of the stone, and you know that in morning you could lift it, but you can say, because you are sure now, you can say to the person that I could lift it. Now you cannot say I can lift it. There is now no suspicion that you cannot lift it. You can. So that time you can use could. So I will just talk about can. That means वो जा सकता है. And this will be translated at the first place subject. Then सकता है will be translated at the second place. Then jana is a verb, will be translated at the third place. And if such kind of sentences carry object, that will be translated at the fourth place. So वो जा सकता है, I will translate it first. That means he can go. He can go. Now see. Another one is वो जा सकते हैं. Now this is a plural. So again, here you can use can with both singulars as well as plurals. And वो जा सकते हैं, you can say they can go. They can go. They can go. Now we'll take another example. एक लड़की जा सकती है. So I'll write here, a girl can go. Now I will add up object and then I will translate one more sentence. एक औरत जमीन खोद सकती है. So I have to first translate according to formula the subject, then I have to translate this sign sakti hai at the second place, then I have to translate verb, that means khodna, at the third place. Then I have to translate the object at the fourth place. So the subject here is ek aurat. So I have to translate first this. I will say a woman can dig the land. A woman can dig the land. So dear students, now we will see one or two sentences based on negative and interrogative. Then I will take the example. I will write here, I will not rub it. I will write here only क्या एक औरत जमीन खोद सकती है. I am making it an interrogative. Now I have to see the formula for this, and when we have to frame the formula, we have to take out can out. So the formula will be can, then it will follow the same formula which we wrote just now, and thus we can say can. Then we have to translate the subject, can a woman dig the land? Can a woman dig the land? Or you can make interrogative negative, can a woman not dig the land? Or you can say he cannot dig the land. But now sakta hai can be also translated. For example, क्या मैं अंदर आ सकता हूँ? You can translate sometimes, may I come in? And we have another translation of this, kya main andar aau. Kya main andar, may I come in? Aap andar aa jao, you may come in. Or you can say, you may come in means aap andar aa sakte ho. But in English, you can translate it when you have the situations like that, like a student is seeking permission to a teacher, and teacher gives permission and he uses, you may come in. Or there is no obligation on the teacher to say you may. He can say you can come in because it's for the student. But when the elder one is talking about and talking to a younger one, or younger one is talking to an elder one, we may change the situation and we may change the models as well. So this was the lecture about can, sakta hai, sakti hai, and how to translate those sentences based on the formula we devised here. We can frame a lot big structure by having the vertical structure of the sentences. Then you can make us know also your progress. You can write to us. And you can note my email address again, bukharihamid786 @gmail.com. So see you in our next lecture. Till then, goodbye.